you're sleeping under the rock that you don't know what real estate is.
Whatever decision that you take as it has to do with real estate, there is always a reward.
Land is bare, yes, but the things that you put on the land actually gives it more value. That's why you appreciate it. As at the time when House of the Rock bought their property, the landed property, I think it was about 20 million, if I'm not wrong, within that range, anyways. But now it's like billions of naira, right? So that's to tell you how appreciation value is. And I mean, there's this common notion that land is the only thing that appreciates, and that's what makes real estate very distinct.
Real estate is the only thing in the universe, the only thing in the whole world that gives you an appreciable investment.
When you want to have that own feel, home away from home, shortlets are the best way to go. Please consider shortlets investments. That's the commercialized real estate, right?
Exactly.
You can make money on your own terms. I can decide that my house is going to be for 60,000 naira per night or 100,000 naira per night. If I want 150,000 naira per night, I've spent in shortlets than 90k per night, and I was there for 4 days. Literally, and the person is just in his house chilling and making money like that.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to today's show where we'll be throwing more light on this insightful topic, real estate. Here I have special guests who will be talking more on this topic. Please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Precious Diri. I'm a real estate consultant and I'm the executive director of Appropriation Limited. I'm so excited to be here today.
Hi guys, good afternoon. My name is Oluwasegun. I'm the head of Operation Set Properties Limited. I'm very excited to be on the show. Thank you.
On the topic of real estate, would you like to shed more light?
Okay, I mean, it's only if you're sleeping under the rock that you don't know what real estate is, but yes, as a layman will understand, real estate is really land, houses, living in houses. That's what real estate really entails. But there's the exchange of money part of it. There's the reward or returns that comes from it and all of that. So real estate basically is divided into so many categories. Basically, two categories that are now split into other parts, right? Which is residential and commercial real estate. Residential being obviously houses that you build and live in, rental and all that. While the commercial is really schools, complexes, fuel stations, shortlets as well, and all of that. So as far as you commercialize it in terms of making money from it, or for industrialized purposes and all of that, then it's commercial real estate.
Okay, Mr. Ojo, would you like to?
Yes, in addition to what she said, real estate is the only thing in the universe, the only thing in the whole world that gives you an appreciable investment.
Please, I need to know, shed more light on that.
Yeah, you invest, you buy land, just like she said, land, house, the reward, what comes, you understand? For whatever decision that you take as it has to do with real estate, there is always a reward. And what is obtainable now is different from what is obtainable in the nearest future. So you buy a land now, which is real estate, as a matter of fact, the most popular specifics of real estate. You buy a land now, and you buy the land for, let's say, 800,000. You understand? I can assure you that in the next 4-5 years, that's even too long. In the next 1 year, the value of that land would have become like, let's say, 1.5 or 2 million.
So, what would you call that in real estate?
That's called appreciation value. Yeah. So I think the best example I like to use most of the time is Lekki Phase 1 Axis. House of the Rock, that's a popular church, right? As at the time when House of the Rock bought their property, the landed property, I think it was about 20 million, if I'm not wrong. Within that range, anyways. But now it's like billions of naira, right? So that's to tell you how appreciation value is. And I mean, there's this common notion that land is the only thing that appreciates, and that's what makes real estate very distinct.
Okay.
And that property is less than 10 years.
Yes, it should be 10 years. Yes.
What exactly makes a land appreciate?
Well, the value of of the, so because land is bare, yes, but the things that you put on the land actually gives it more value. That's why you appreciate. As now we can just streamline it to location, the development within the area. So let's play it into perspective. So if you're buying the land right now in Mowe, for instance, Mowe is even developing now, right? But let's look at one of the areas that is not so developed in Mowe, and just imagine one bare land that's just bushes, right? I would say land appreciates. Now, what we really mean is that by the time someone buys this place, another person buys another plot, another person buys another plot. Even when I clear my land, it has given it more value. When I fence my land, it has given more value. When my neighbor fences his land, it has given more value. If I build a bungalow now, it has given more value. The fact that people are now even able to stay gives it more value. The fact that my neighbor builds a school and people start to come to school, that's more value. The fact that I do an industry, maybe a warehouse, the fact that I do something like a mall, all of those things, all of those developments activities and developments around gives the place value. Now that's why you now start saying developing countries, developed countries. What makes them developed countries? What makes it developing countries? The industries, the commercialized things, the resorts, a lot of things like that. As far as its development gives it value. So that's why we say land appreciates. Right, because everything you add to a land gives it more value.
I mean, if there's nothing going on in that selected area and you decide to buy land, it's depreciating.
So at the end of the day, because there always be things going on within an environment, land always appreciates. But the rates, so if you buy land in Ikorodu, for instance, one plot of land in Ikorodu, I mean there's some areas of Ikorodu that are now prime. But if you buy a land in the places that are not really prime right now, and I buy a land around Eleko, for instance, at the same time, at the same price, my land in Eleko, based on Nigeria right now, would have more value in terms of appreciation. Now, that doesn't change the fact that your land will always appreciate. But my land will have more value. Why? There's Eleko Beach, there's Amen Estates, which is selling for millions, there's Lekki Free Trade Zone, there's the airports coming. All of these things give my land more. That's why we're saying invest. We now start telling you the strategic locations. But telling you the strategy so that you know that, okay, this land has all of these things in place. This means that by the time they come and do the film house in Ekwe, the land is appreciating. By the time they come and do the airport in Ekwe is having this prime feel, and it gives your land much more value. But land generally appreciates. It's just that some places,
when people are coming into
trooping into an axis, aside them coming into, as far as there are developments going on around the axis, be it schools, be it complexes, be it anything, as far as there are development, roads are being done, drainages are being done, all those things. That's why some people say, well, I'm positioning myself as a smart investor now to buy for this affordable rate because they are coming to do the drainage, oh, they're coming to do the road, oh, they're now tiring the road, they're now building schools, there's now a court here, there's now an hospital. You know, all these things are giving you value, which makes your land appreciate.
Yeah, like look at what is happening in Ekwe right now. Some few years back the line, the developmental activities you find in Ekwe, it's not what is obtainable now.
Yes.
But look at all the activities that is happening right now in Ekwe.
Yes.
Everything has appreciated.
That's
and
true.
People want to live in Ekwe right now.
And I know that I can attest to that because I think growing up, I used to hear, oh, don't go to Ekwe, Ekwe is not the place to be. And now I'm hearing people are buying lands in Ekwe.
Ekwe is even far-fetched. I mean, there was a time I was alive when Chevron was like water. Like when you want to buy land, they would throw stones and say, I'm not joking, I kid you not. I remember that I had a family friend that told me that when he used to come to this Ikate axis, that they used to use boats, Chevron, they used to use boats to come to that area. Yes, it was no joke, so they used boats. But buy a house in Chevron, in fact, a house in Chevron now can cost 250 million naira. I know a house in Chevron that is 250 million naira.
Wow.
And these things, they're not they're not decades ago, do you understand? So this is what appreciation value is. There's now the Chevron company, there are now schools, there are now estates, a lot of things that gives it value.
So concerning appreciation and depreciation, what do you think the rate is like? Is there more of appreciation? Is there more of what makes a land to depreciate? What makes things like that? Okay,
so let me if I understand what you're asking, because we've already established that properties appreciate, right? Depreciation value can come from, so for instance, let's bring it more into perspective. If I own a house right now and I live abroad, for instance, I have a house in Lagos and I live abroad, and my house is just there locked, and it's only when I come back 5 days after I sleep there, my house is going to be depreciating in value. Now, this is because for some reason, I don't know how it's done. I don't know if it's God. I don't know. I don't know if it's the universe. But have you noticed that if you travel for the next 3 weeks and you come back home, it'll be dusty. There's a way the place will look. If you leave it for longer, you'll see crack. There's a way. So that's the depreciation value, and that's why shortlets is very important, because at the end of the day, if you own properties, right, and you don't necessarily live, so some people have properties, two in Abuja, one in Lagos, one in Port Harcourt, and they live. I mean, even if you have 4 rooms in the house, you won't sleep in all 4 rooms in one night, right? It's the same exact way. You can't be in 4 houses at the same time. So that's why we as properties, we introduce and we say, we advise our clients and our investors that please consider shortlets investments. That's the commercialized real estate, right? You can make money on your own terms. I can decide that my house is going to be for 60,000 naira per night or 100,000 naira per night. If I want 150,000 naira per night, I've spent in shortlet at 90k per night, and I was there for 4 days. Literally, and the person is just in his house chilling and making money like that.
Yeah, the standard minimum is in Lagos 75,000.
Yes, except it's a very small, maybe bungalow and then 50. Yes, so if in fact these days when expatriates travel down, people come for conferences from abroad and even from other states rather, most of the time they want to have their own feel. So I'd rather be in a 3-bedroom that I can cook, I can have my friends come over, sleep in other rooms, than be in a hotel. This is not to say that hotels are not great. I mean, that's another form of real estate investment. But I'm saying that when you want to have that own feel, own away from home, shortlets are the best way to go. And that's one of the things that we try to advise our clients to get into.
Talking about shortlets, the benefits of focusing on shortlets, you have higher return on investment. Now, how do I mean? Depending on the specifics, you understand? I know some apartment could come as a 2-bedroom, as a 3-bedroom, you understand? So apparently, if you are going for a 3-bedroom apartment, you don't expect it to be the same price as a 2-bedroom. You understand? Or a mini flat. But I know that in Lagos State, we have the highest of any of the specifics, 300, 250, which is something. So somebody who stays in an apartment just for a night, and he pays 300,000. You understand? That's a good deal. Now, it's quite different from somebody who rents his house out for a whole year. So you wait the next 12 months before you have access to, the income, the reward. But every night you are sure of getting 300,000, or maybe if it's the lowest amongst them, 75,000. 80,000. That's a very, very good investment choice.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
You're saying people can make money daily from shopping.
I tell you.
That's a very nice way to make money. That's like the fastest way to make money right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so concerning the pricing of real estate, is it based on the location, the size of the apartment? How do you put a price on a shortlet?
Well, for coming up with the price of what your shortlets should go for, you definitely consult with an expert or experts like properties, right? However, it's based off location, just like you said, size. If I have a 3-bedroom apartment right now, it's going to cost more than a 2-bedroom apartment. If my apartment is in Ikoyi, it's going to cost more than Lekki Phase 1. If it's in Lekki Phase 1, it's going to cost more than Shombotedo. If it's in, I'm not very familiar with Abuja, but I know that if it's in the prime areas of Abuja, it's going to cost more than the lesser prime areas and all that. Then also the specifics of the house, apart from size, there are houses that come with smart features, soft touch switches, maybe remote access control, all of those things. Those ones, would definitely cost more.
Wow, that was so insightful. I've learned a whole lot from this talk. Thank you very much for coming over. It was very nice talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Do you have a closing remark for our lovely viewers?
Oh well, I'd just like to say that consider shortlets investments, consider contacting Appropriation Limited for every real estate investment need that you may have, and we sure would be there to give you all your needs.
And lastly, think investment, think said properties.
There you have it. We've had a wonderful and insightful talk on real estate, especially shortlets. Now you see why you should invest in shortlet business, because it brings a lot of profit, a lot of benefits back to you. Now at Set Properties, we've launched our project Win-Win, where you can invest in shortlets and it will bring back a lot of profit to your end. For more inquiries, call the number on your screen, and you can also visit our social media platforms. Check our description box to find that. See you soon. Make sure you also like, subscribe, share, and turn on your notification bell so you can be notified when next we post. Bye guys.